Welcome to the deep dive. We love plunging into fascinating topics, really getting to the heart of what matters. And today we're embarking on a journey. It spans continents, cultures. It's a deep dive into the profound experience of moving from India to Saudi Arabia. This isn't just about geography, is it? It's a path really filled with deep personal sacrifice, and new beginnings, and also this intricate weaving of two quite distinct worlds. So our mission today is to unpack the emotional, cultural layers of this specific journey, from those really intimate moments of leaving home right up to the sense of arrival and maybe even growth. We want to explore those nuances that often get missed to give you a fuller picture of what it truly means to bridge these two nations.
Yeah, and that's so important because this physical journey, as our source material shows so clearly, is just deeply intertwined with personal reorientation, and profound hope. Also, the search for a new rhythm of life, really. We're talking about a significant movement of people here driven by really powerful motivations, and it creates this vibrant cultural corridor. It impacts countless lives on both sides. It really is a testament to human resilience, I think, and the enduring power of family ties.
Okay, let's definitely unpack it with those personal dimensions right at the forefront. Our sources paint such a vivid picture, almost like watching a film, of the departure from India. Just imagine it. It's usually early morning, right? Bags are packed, probably weighed multiple times. Families are all gathered around. You can almost feel the air, sort of thick with anticipation, but also, honestly, a depth sadness. And there's that smell, the lingering aroma of home-cooked food, maybe a last cup of chai or a paratha. It mingles with the sound of morning prayers, perhaps, for safe journey. Those final familiar comforts, they really stick in your memory. And then comes that moment at the airport. It's often described as this real threshold moment. Parents giving blessings, maybe their hands on their child's head, kids trying so hard to be brave, holding back tears, friends waving goodbye, a mixture of pride and, sadness. I read one account where a mother tucked a small hand-stitched cloth into her son's bag, just a tiny tangible piece of home. And as the flight takes off, you look down, watch the city lights fade. And it's that moment, isn't it? When all those memories flash back, festivals, street food, laughter with loved ones, it's a really poignant farewell to everything all at once.
That's such a crucial observation. The airport isn't just a building you pass through. It becomes deeply symbolic. What the sources really emphasize is that this isn't just saying goodbye to a place like a town or a city. It's a farewell to an entire chapter of life. You're severing those immediate ties with comfort, with familiarity. But at the same time, you're holding on to this powerful promise, right? The promise of opportunity and responsibility. Our research really highlighted that mix, the longing for what's left behind and the anticipation for what's ahead. It creates this incredibly potent emotional state. It's universal, sure, but here it's really shaped by cultural expectations, that deep commitment to family, the quiet strength it takes to navigate that initial loss, knowing it's for something bigger back home. That's something we saw again and again in the sources.
Exactly. That sense of a silent promise.
Yeah.
It's almost tangible. And then that flight, often described as endless, hours spent thinking.
Right.
It eventually leads to a new horizon. Our sources describe landing in Saudi Arabia, stepping out of the airport into what, for many, feels like a different world. It's an immediate sensory shift, isn't it?
Oh, completely.
The air feels different. Maybe the light seems sharper. You notice the roads wide, often perfectly maintained, a big contrast sometimes. And that distinct aroma of Arabic coffee gawa, maybe mixed with oud or incense, plus the call to prayer echoing from the mosques, that quickly becomes a new kind of rhythm to the day.
And navigating that new world with its own unique cultural fabric. That's where the initial challenge, and often the beauty, really starts. The key question the material explores is, how does someone new start to feel like they belong in a place that feels, familiar yet different? And what gets highlighted again and again is how deeply hospitality is rooted in Saudi culture, which, interestingly, often resonates with Indian traditions, too. It's often the very first welcome you get, a warm smile, a genuine gesture, and, of course, that essential cup of gawa.
Arabic coffee.
Usually served with dates. And these aren't just, polite formalities. Our sources show they're crucial social lubricants. Sharing gawa and dates isn't just about having a drink. It's a cultural invitation. It's like a nonverbal way of saying, you're welcome here, you're seen. For many people, especially in those first confusing days, these small acts of kindness are just vital. They help bridge that initial cultural gap, foster a sense of belonging. It's a really powerful example of how culture can soften the edges of feeling, out of place.
That's a great point about hospitality. It really does help bridge that initial divide. And that personal connection, that sense of sacrifice for family, that really anchors this whole thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Because beyond the first impressions, our sources make it crystal clear for, well, hundreds of thousands of people. This journey isn't just about a change of scene. At its heart, it's about profound sacrifice and sheer hard work. Whether they're in Riyadh, with its modern towers, or Jeddah, the bustling port city, or maybe Dammam in the industrial heartland. People are building a life far from home. They're working tirelessly, often in demanding jobs, construction, healthcare, retail, increasingly in tech fields too now. And all this effort, it's driven by one powerful motivation that always circles back to India. It's that profound act of sending support back. Love, yes, but also, crucially, financial support to their families. It's this constant, palpable connection that just stretches across thousands of miles.
It's really compelling when you see how this narrative plays out across the different accounts. What the research really brings home is the quiet strength in these journeys. It's so much more than just economic migration. It's really a profound testament to family bonds that endure across borders. These individuals, they're constantly bridging physical distance with emotional and financial support. It shows incredible dedication, incredible resilience. It's truly inspiring. Just think about the sheer volume of money, the remittances flowing back to India, billions of dollars every year.
Wow.
And that's not just some dry economic statistic, right? It represents changed lives, children getting educated, homes being built, families lifted out of difficult situations. It speaks volumes about this deep, ingrained sense of responsibility and love. And it shapes not just the migrants' lives, but the future of whole families, whole communities back home. Our sources even highlighted examples of entire villages being transformed by that steady flow of money, creating this really powerful, tangible link between the two countries, all through individual acts of sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. And that transformation, that sense of creating a better future, that really elevates the journey beyond just personal gain, doesn't it? But the story isn't only about work and sacrifice. Our sources also reveal that Saudi Arabia itself, often just seen through that lens of development or jobs, offers its own distinct beauty, sometimes surprising beauty. Beyond the cities and workplaces, there's another side to discover, one that many newcomers eventually come to appreciate. Of course, there's the huge spiritual significance of the holy cities, Makkah and Medina.
Immense.
They draw millions of pilgrims every year, including so many from India. For lots of people, experiencing those sacred sites is the lifelong dream, a journey within the journey, you could say. But then there are also the natural wonders, the deserts that just stretch endlessly, offering this stark, really awe-inspiring landscape, grooves for stargazing or just quiet reflection. And the Red Sea coast, too, with its calming waves, beautiful coral reefs, world-class diving.
Yeah.
It's a rich tapestry of experiences that goes way beyond the initial reason for going there.
Which leads us to think about this fascinating evolution, doesn't it? How does a place you first went to purely for work, a place of duty maybe, gradually become a place of personal transformation? What we see again and again in the accounts is this slow realization. It isn't just a temporary job assignment. For many, it evolves into a place to actually grow. People find new communities, they forge new friendships, they adapt to new cultural norms. They might learn some basic Arabic, take part in local customs, maybe even develop a taste for Saudi food. And over time, all these experiences, they contribute to a deeper sense of self, an expanded worldview. I read one account detailing how just learning to navigate the local markets, interacting with people from different nationalities, it became this unexpected source of confidence, of cultural enrichment.
Interesting.
So that initial feeling of being a guest worker can slowly shift. It can become a sense of being a resident, someone contributing to a new society. And that makes the new environment feel more like a second home, rich with its own memories and connections.
That journey from stranger to resident, that's a really powerful arc. So what does this all mean then, pulling all these layers together?
Our sources, I think, synthesize it beautifully. A journey from India to Saudi Arabia is just undeniably more than a flight across the sky.
Much more.
It's a continuous dynamic bridge between two cultures, two worlds, and most profoundly, between two hearts. One heart keeps beating strongly in India, right? Full of memories, family ties, shared heritage. And the other heart finds a new rhythm, new experiences, new responsibilities in Saudi Arabia. It adapts, it expands, it embraces a new reality. It's this constant beautiful dance between where you're from and where you are now, a living example of global human connection.
Exactly. And it's that concept, the living bridge, that our sources really drive home. These individual journeys, they all weave together into this larger narrative, a narrative of cultural exchange, global connection, creating this unique, enduring bond.
Yeah.
Between nations, yes, but more importantly, between people. It's a two-way street as well. Indian culture enriches Saudi society, and experiences in Saudi Arabia shape Indian lives back home.
Right.
Each story adds another thread to this incredibly rich tapestry. It shows how migration isn't just moving people around. It's this vibrant, ongoing exchange of traditions, hopes, futures, leaving a real mark on both sides of that bridge.
Yeah. This deep dive really into a path filled with culture, emotions, new beginnings. It truly reminds us that for anyone who's made this journey, it's just not about the miles traveled. It's about the memories made, the sacrifices honored, the future being built. It's about carrying your past with you while you actively shape your future, creating this unique identity that's rooted in two worlds.
And this whole journey, it offers a really valuable perspective for all of us, I think. It sort of prompts us to reflect, maybe poses a broader question for you, our listener. How do your own significant journeys, maybe they are, across continents, maybe they're profound shifts within your own personal life, how do they create bridges? Bridges between different parts of who you are, or perhaps between the different worlds and experiences that you inhabit?